I'm Dawn for the Average Dawn, and all we do on Average Dawn is just I talk about random stuff. If you have a topic or something, or a book, a movie, something you want me to talk about, my opinion or thought on it, just ask, make a comment. I am also, my Facebook is on friends only. I don't have it public right now. I need to adjust that. But I am also making posts about my orange cat. I do call it Mayhem. He's 10 months old. And I call that Mayhem Central. Usually I'm just on Facebook. I just look Mayhem Central and I share a picture or video of him being a little nutso. He is an orange tuxedo. So he got the orange crazy and the tuxedo sassy. So like I said, the Average Dawn is just me just talking about stuff and creating stuff right now, because I'm just decided recently, literally like yesterday, that I kind of want to make videos and post them and learn how to adapt those videos. So like I can, for YouTube, I can put full videos on, but maybe learn how to do the speed up thing or shorten them so I can put them on like the other platforms. And I'm doing it for fun. I'm just doing it for fun. And I'm looking at this, I'm like, hey, I got a bad angle there. Yes, I'm a little chunky. I'm over 200 pounds. I am working on that. I'm 49, perimenopausal. So yeah, so I'm working on that. And the reason I decided to do this is because in a previous video I talked about I got a new job, so I'm going to have a rotating day schedule, which kind of I feel like give me more time to do something more productive versus working 4 or 5 days for 10, 12 hours straight and just being exhausted for the next 2 days. So I work 2 days at 12, have a couple days off, work 3 days at 12, and have a couple days off, so I'll be able to kind of rest up and then do stuff. Instead of feel like I only have energy to play on my phone, I can actually be creative. So I've done 2 videos so far, one live on Facebook and one I just did building this little retro phone. There's one of those mystery balls for Zero Max, the retro one. As I was doing, I realized something else you guys can join me on is my journey of figuring out what I'm doing. And one of those things I quickly learned is making sure or developing my workspace. Right now I'm on my dining room table that's sitting in my craft room, because in our apartment we don't have an actual dining room space. If we get the house we're looking at, we might. So I'll have to adapt when we move. But that's a couple months down the road. But right now I'm like, I got my table and I'm like, what do I need to do to make it more functional? So I have a couple of these carts. One I use to sort papers, sort out the mail and stuff, and then file it away. This one I'm not really doing much but just holding junk, so I thought maybe I'd use it for this. So I got a stapler, but that stapler is because this is my extras box, my duplicates. And I have a duplicate painting in here, one of the masterpieces. It's a duplicate of this one. So instead of just putting it together and messing with it, I just stapled it back together in this bag and ta-da! And I think that is going to live on my cart. Down here in the middle shelf. Yep, it fits. And then this bucket, when I put together that phone, I had an extra Lego piece. I know some people probably just throw it away, but I figured I have a few of those I call them puzzles because I do puzzles and to me they're a puzzle. But I have a few of the brick builder ones. So I figured any extra pieces I'll put in here just in case. So that can live on my thing there. I have a couple of muffin tins. I learned from my mother a long time ago how to as a task, they use the muffin tins to organize stuff in when you're doing crafts or rebuild, if you get like those prefab furniture kits and stuff. organizing the screws and stuff, so it'll live on my cart. Not sure where. I'll just stick it in there. Right now, I think I need to find me a bucket for all of these things. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. I know some people have crafts that they do them with, or they'll use them to put like wet cement in. I don't know yet. Maybe down the road when I have a lot of duplicates, maybe I'll reuse them and then give them away. Make them like little mystery balls. But I need a bucket for these, so right now I have an extra tote in my closet. I'll use this. Ta-da! That'll do for now. It'll live under my table. Let's see, what else? I have this tray with tools in it that I kind of gathered up real quickly today. I'm not sure what I'll use and what I won't use, but I figured I would just put them in there. And then I figured I have a bunch of these. I'm going to organize the top of my cart, like it's a drawer. I don't know if I need the long ones, because on the side of my bucket I also got a couple of these. I don't know. Not really a fan of those, but they work. This is some funky tool. I don't think I need all of these, but this cap does not belong to this. I can't find it. This belongs to a X-Acto knife that I can't find. Go away, don't like that. I don't know if we need a long one. We need a long one. If I've got feet on it already. Put these in here, put these in here. I'll put this in here. The scrapey tool. But the one I've been using is this one. Direct the ball as a pirate. Down the road I'll show you what else I use them for. I have some glue. I have these because some of the the masterpiece pictures don't stay. So I've been gluing them in. Originally I used lactite, but I got this. So we'll put that in a bucket because I don't want the glue to spill out, and I don't want the glue to spill out on everything else. So put this right back there. I'll do another one. I got some tweezers. I got an X-Acto blade. I got an X-Acto blade, but can't find an X-Acto. I do have a small box cutter. Put that in the other bucket. I got tweezers. This is actually a staple puller. Don't ask, it's in there. But I think these, I don't need those. Put them over there. Got the stapler. And I have one marker. We'll put it in the bucket with the scissors. Calculator. No reason for the calculator other than I'm doing math earlier. And put that there. Put a marker in there. Like that. Piece of paper. I have a shopping bag on the side of my cart for trash. Another Sharpie object. Put that there. I don't need this now. And I think I pretty much don't need any of these now. Ta-da! Those can go out of my way. Along with the little foot things that can go over there. A screw that I don't need. I have my water glass. Yes, I'm drinking water out of a wine glass because I don't drink much and I'm drinking more water. But hey, just because it's water doesn't mean you can't drink it out of something fancy. Put that right there. Alright. I also have in the back there little shelves. I got These aren't bolted together, but I got those for now. This little jar, just extras. These are duplicates, but they're just also the small pieces from those masterpiece stuff. My cat wants to play with them all the time, so they'll live in there for now. Alright. I'm also trying to figure out where I want my camera to be and stuff like that, and lighting, but hey. I have, this is actually a makeup tray. I originally bought this to put my alcohol inks and stuff on a previous apartment, but I don't use that for no more, so I thought maybe I'd try it for this. But I gotta figure out what the, kind of was hoping to put these up here, but I don't want to glue them in or anything yet, because my goal with these, if I get a full set, is to put like a little push pin thing on the back and use them on cookboard. I actually want to do like a picture frame with the cookboard and just. But I have a bunch of this stuff that I thought maybe I would try to cut down. It don't have to be perfect. But yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out as I go along, and it's occurred to me that maybe, just maybe for funsies, you guys might like to follow along. Because there might be other people out there trying to figure this out, and maybe they're unsure themselves and stuff and stumbling, and but guess what? Doesn't matter if we stumble. What matters if we get back up and learn from what we were doing. Yes, it does. That's all that matters. Doesn't matter what the naysayers may say, it doesn't matter. It's what you want. Well, looky that. This is Mayhem, by the way, of Mayhem Central. He's currently in the way, like he always is. The goofy little boy. Get away from my water. There we go. There is the tray. It's not perfect. I got a gap over here. It don't matter. Now, to see if this will sit up there. Hey, when I spin it, it stays. That's what I'm aiming for. I got other ones. I'm gonna put them in there. And I'm gonna do it to the rest of them. I'm gonna do it right now. But I thought you guys would like to see what I was doing. That'll work. I might do the same thing to the wooden tray things you just saw. Maybe put a piece of this across in between there so it don't slide off. I don't want to, like, I had the double back 3M sticky tape that you stick something to it and it just stays forever. But I don't want to do that because what if I want to use them for something else later and separate them? I don't want to ruin them. They're nice. Move, May. Alright, so working on it. I do have my books over there. I got a bunch of books over there. I love to read. I used to read all the time as a child. I was crazy. But I kind of got away from it, and then lately I've been trying to read. Usually I'm into fiction and not like fantasy stuff, but lately I've been trying to read things that might improve my mental, like education and stuff like that. Like I got a book over there on data analytics or something, you know. I got one about Excel 2026 and stuff. Part of that was because I was into that type of thing. My retro book, I don't need this no more. Garbage. I have a little basket of these bitty pops, which we might open one up. I kind of like these. It'd be fun for like when I'm doing little videos like this. Let's open one. For funsies. This is my tray of paintings that I got put together, which I might do a video for that later. I gotta finish putting that together up there. I do need, I'm gonna cut a piece of this to be my water glass coaster because it's sweating like hell. Or, I'm doing this, but I remembered something. This works. Gimme, 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 gimme. Told you, Mayhem Central. He's only 10 months old, still a baby. Yes, this is a baby. Baby, terrible twos. But my water glass. I forgot I had these tiles. I also like to paint and stuff. I'm crafty. This is one I did a long time ago. That is alcohol, ink, and black marker. He just knocked off the extension cord I had on the table. But I never sealed it, so it's kind of getting a little janky. But that's okay. I should be able to. I did that where you couldn't see it. Ta-da! I went ta-da and you couldn't see it. Alright, put that basket of stuff down there, put that there. Got my cup there. I don't need this one, put it back. Keep the space organized. Alright, so thank you for joining me on my journey of trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm going to continue to put together that plastic tray thing with if this thing, this little baby, easy little baby, yes you are. If you'll let me. He don't wanna. You're getting your calls trimmed. You're getting your calls trimmed. Yes you are. Yes you are. Anyways, so thank you for joining me today. I'll try to figure out my space. It's still not perfect. But I don't want to do too much because like I said, we'll probably move in a couple months. I don't want to set this room up just the way I like it and move too much. So I'm going to make it temporarily workable. And then when I get, stop biting the phone. No. You don't bite the phone. Good boy. It dial up disconnected for a second. Anyways, see if we can end this video without another interruption from the mayhem. But yeah, we will get this sorted out together. Alrighty then. So I am going to sign off. Thank you for joining me at the Average Dawn and my journey to figure out how to do this whole video creation thingy. Bye.